What's up everybody, Looster here. Today I am still here for more train spotting today on the Chatmoss line. Yes, I am just going to call it the Chatmoss, I'll explain in a minute. But 158855 is departing Salford Central now. Yes, we're at Salford Central today with the 10:58 Northern service to Wigan Walgate from Leeds. The 2-car 158. It's going to get busy, isn't it? 158855 is on that though. And then the other train that just departed is a Northern class 156 and 150, which has formed also the 10:58 Northern service to Blackburn from Headbolt Lane, which has brought me in just one stop, 1 minute away from Salford Crescent, as I was just there. And then that 158 has formed the 10:58 Northern service from Leeds to Wigan Walgate. The 156 and the 150 was 156475 and 150138. I of course got in the 156. And it was also the 156 with the OG Northern seats. But yeah, this does look like a cool station, Salford Central. I mean, when I said just then about this station being on the Chatmoss line, I'm on about the line that's right next to the station, the fast line over there, that takes you from Manchester Victoria to Eccles and Deansgate. But I honestly, I could call this line the
calling at Manchester, Victoria, Boston, Mills Hill, Castleton and Rochdale. This train is formed of 2 carriages. The next train to arrive at platform 1 is the 11:03 Northern service to Rochdale.
Just waited to end Leah's announcement there. But yes, I don't know what to call this particular line. I'm just gonna basically just say that this station is based on the Chatmoss line because, well, this could be the North Transpennine route, because I did say Salford Crescent station was on one of the other routes. What was the word? Other line, that's it. Gosh, I'm messing my words up today. I just seen a Northern 331, by the way, heading to Salford Crescent. But yeah, this does look like a cool station to film at. Can't wait. And yep, we're going to see what other trains, what other action. You will be seeing Northern and Transpennine Express, by the way, but we are going to see what other action we can spot here at Salford Crescent on the Chatmoss line, which is coming in right now. As the train now arriving in is going to be the 11:02 Northern service to Rochdale with 15133. this Northern Class 150 arrives into Salford Central now with the 11:02 Northern service to Rochdale from Clitheroe, and as this 150 now arrives in, I shall see us all when this Northern Class 150 departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:02 Northern service to Rochdale from Clitheroe with 150-133. Anyways, as this Northern Class 150 departs now, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Salford Central on the Chat Moss line. Passing through is going to be a Transpennine Express Class 185, heading to Leeds from Manchester Airport. 185-103. This Transpennine Express Class 185 passes through Salford Central now with the 11:03 Transpennine Express service to Leeds from Manchester Airport. And as that Transpennine Express Class 185 heads over to its next stop in Manchester Victoria, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Salford Central. Arriving in is going to be the 11:12 Northern service to Southport from Staley Bridge with a Class 769. It is 769456 on this. As this now arrives in, I shall see you all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:12 Northern service to Southport with 769456. This Northern Class 769 departs Salford Central now with the 11:12 Northern service to Southport from Staley Bridge. And as that Class 769 heads over to its next stop at Salford Crescent, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Salford Central. Now passing through is going to be a Northern Class 195, heading to Leeds from Chester with a 3-car Class 195. And it is 195-132. This Northern Class 195 passes through Salford Central now with the 11:15 Northern service to Leeds from Chester. And as that Northern Class 195 passes through now, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Salford Central. Now arriving in is going to be a Northern Class 156, which is forming the 11:18 Northern service to Blackburn from Rochdale with 156-405. as this Northern Class 156 now arrives into Salford Central, I shall see you all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:18 Northern service to Blackburn at 156405. This Northern 156 departs Salford Central now. I almost said Salford Crescent there. I've just been there. But this departs with the 11:18 Northern service to Blackburn from Rochdale. I think Rochdale. I'm going to guess Rochdale. With 156405. And as that heads off now, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Salford Central. Now passing through is going to be a Transpennine Express doubled up Class 185, which is forming the 1127 Transpennine Express service to Hull from Liverpool Lime Street, which is just passing through on the fast lines there, the Chat Moss line. Even though I'm just going to call the station the Chat Moss line, like I said earlier. Well, the line that serves the station I'm on about. But anyways, on the front we have got 185, 115, and at the rear is 185, 151. This Transpennine Express doubled up Class 185 passes through Salford Central now with the 1127 Transpennine Express service to Hull from Liverpool Lime Street. And as that is over to its next stop of Manchester Victoria, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Rochdale. No, Salford Central. I don't know why I had Rochdale in my head just there. Also, apologies for the shaky camera if you have realised. Now arriving in is going to be the 11:30 Northern service to Leeds from Wigan Wallgate with yet again another Class 158. According to real-time trains, this train is going to be a doubled up 4-car Class 158. This is forming the 11:30 service from Wigan Wallgate to Leeds.
The next train to arrive at Eccles is the 11:31.
158793 is at the front. And 158789 is at the rear. And as this double Northern 158 arrives in now, I shall see you all when this service departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:30 Northern service to Leeds. The double Class 158. Also now arriving in is going to be a 156. with the 11:30 Northern service to Leeds. Then over here, just arrived in now, is 156466 with the 11:31 Northern service to Headbolt Lane via Wigan Moorgate. The Northern class 156 and 156466. Just getting ready to go now. This Northern 1560 departs Salford Central now with the 11:31 Northern service to Headbolt Lane via Wigan Moorgate with 156466, and it's now heads up to its next stop of Salford Crescent. I see you all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 11:35 Northern service to Rochdale from Blackburn with 156408 at the front. This caught me at the eye, so I didn't see this coming. And 150128 is at the rear. And as this Northern 156 and 150 arrive in now, as you see is all when this departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:35 Northern service to Rochdale from Blackburn with 156408 and 150128. And then also now passing through on the fast line, it's going to be a doubled up Northern Class 195 with the heavy delayed 1108 Northern service to Warrington Bank Quay, as this got cancelled in between Chester and Warrington Bank Quay due to an unknown reason. Anyways, 195021 is at the front. And 195011 is at the rear. With the extremely delayed 1108 Northern service to Warrington Bank Quay from Leeds. This has been cancelled in between Warrington Bank Quay and Leeds because I don't know why it has, but that's how Northern do it, that's how Northern want to do it. But as this Northern Class 195 does head off to its next stop of Newton the Willows or Eccles, I forgot which one it was. I'll see you all when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be another Transpennine Express Class 185. Here's a double variant, this one, heading to Manchester Airport. I couldn't catch the numbers, but this is forming the 11:42 service to Manchester Airport from Leeds with a double up Class 185. That does not even look like a 195. But anyways, as this double Transpennine Express Class 185 heads off to its next stop at Manchester Oxford, as I see is all for our next and final trains of today. Now arriving in is going to be the 11:46 Northern service to Staley Bridge from Southport with another Class 769, and it is 769458. This Northern Class 769 arrives into Salford Central now with the 11:46 Northern service to Staley Bridge from Southport. This will be our final train of today, and I shall see us all when it departs. Now departing is going to be the 11:46 Northern service to Stady Bridge. Don't those motors remind you of Class 319A, Class 769? Also over here is 15124 with the delayed 11:46 Northern service to Clitheroe via Bolton, which is just getting ready to depart now. This Northern Class 150 departs Salford Central now with the delayed 11:46 Northern service to Clitheroe via Bolton. Don't know what I was saying there, but anyways, as that 150 heads off to its next stop of Salford Crescent now, and that 769 heads to its next stop of Manchester Victoria, we shall conclude today messing up my words again. We shall conclude today's video here at Salford Central. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe as always, as it would be pretty cool. It means a lot to me in the channel. I didn't get much services than I was expecting, but you know, but anyway, it was quite nice, this station, I'm not gonna lie. Film at. Even caught some Class 769s, giving us the electric 319. But yeah, not gonna lie, I said I did enjoy today. I didn't say didn't, in case any of you are wondering. This station is on the Chat Moss line, due to that fast line being next to it. I'm just gonna situate this station by being on the Chat Moss line, even though it kind of isn't, but you know, I'm just going to situate this station as the Chat Moss line because its next door neighbour, Manchester Victoria, is on the Chat Moss line. So yeah, that's why I'm just going to say that. But anyways, that's enough waffling from me. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe as always. But yes, I'm going to go and do some more train spotting now. So as for me here at Salford Central, I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out.